See if you can name these common organic molecules. I'll give you a couple of seconds and then I'll reveal the names. Okay, CH4 is methane. H3C, CH3, ethane. The CH3, CH2, CH3 is propane. Then we have butane, pentane, and hexane. Name these organic molecules. These are branch chain alkanes. The first one is named 2-methyl propane. 2 because it comes off the second carbon. The second one is named 2,3 dimethyl butane. 2 and 3 becomes because the CH3 groups or the methyl groups come off the second and third carbon. And the last one is named 3-ethyl 2-methyl pentane. The branch that comes off that has 2 carbons is an ethyl group, and the one that comes off with 1 is a methyl group. Name these organic molecules. They're all alkenes. So the first one, 2 carbons, ethene. 3 carbons is propene. 4 carbons, well, we get into a situation where the double bond holds the hydrogens and the CH3 groups in specific positions, so we can have either a trans-butene where the hydrogens are across the double bond, or a cis-butene where they're on the same side. The last molecule has 5 carbons and it has the double bond coming off the first carbon, so it is pent-1-ene. Name these organic molecules. They are alcohols. First one, 1 carbon, so that's going to be methanol. 2 carbons is going to be ethanol. In the third one, which has 3 carbons, it is propanol, but we need to identify which carbon it is attached to, and it's attached to the first carbon, the one on the end of the chain, so it is propan-1-ol. The second one, the OH group or the hydroxy group, is attached to the second carbon, so it is propan-2-ol. In the last molecule here, we have 1 OH group attached to the first carbon and 1 to the second carbon, so we write it pentan-1,2-diol, and the di in front of the ol shows us that we have 2 OH groups coming off. Name these organic molecules. They are all haloalkanes. Because they're haloalkanes, we're going to have the name for the first one is chloromethane. And F will give us a fluoro, and this is a fluoroethane for our second one. The third one, 3 carbons, it's going to be a propane, and we have a bromo coming off the first and the second, so it is 1,2-dibromopropane. Di represents that there is 2 of them, and we have a position for each one. The next one is called 2-chlorobutane, and the last one, we have 1, 2, 3 bromo groups coming off the first, second, third, so it is 1, 2, 3 tribromopentane. Okay, let's name these molecules. They are all amines because they have an NH2 group attached to them. The first one has 1 carbon, so it is methanamine. The second one has 2 carbons with the NH2 group coming off, it is ethanamine. The third one has 3 carbons and the NH2 group comes off the carbon at the end, or the first carbon, so it is propan-1-amine. The fourth one here, 4 carbons in a row with the NH2 coming off the second carbon, is butan-2-amine, and the last one has 2 amine groups coming off the second and the fourth carbon, and 6 carbons altogether, so it is hexane-2,4-diamine. Name these organic molecules. They are all carboxylic acids because they have a C double bond O and an OH attached to the same carbon. The first one has 1 carbon, so it is methanoic acid. Anoic acid is the part that donates, it's a carboxylic acid. The second one has 2 carbons, so it is ethanoic acid. The third one has 3 carbons, so it is propanoic acid. Notice we don't have to give numbers for these because the carboxylic acid group is always coming off the first carbon. It's always on the end. Now the second one has a methyl group and it's coming off the second carbon because we start counting from the carboxylic acid end. So it is 2-methyl propanoic acid. The last one has 2 methyl groups coming off the second carbon, so it is 2,2-dimethyl propanoic acid.